In this video, I'm counting down the top farmable characters in Marvel Strike Force right now. So if you're at or close to the end game, these are the best of the best in terms of farmable characters. So if you're ready to join me as I reveal the best free-to-play, aka farmable characters in Marvel Strike Force, then you know what to do. Find that like button and let's go smash it!
ValleyFlyin.
Hello, Valley Maniacs. What is up? I hope you're doing well. I am ValleyFlyin. Welcome to the ValleyFlyin channel. If this is your first time here, hit that subscribe button for more great Marvel Strike Force content. We have at least 5 Marvel Strike Force videos per week on this channel about all kind of things, countdown lists, news updates, mailbag questions, live streams, and a lot more to help your Marvel Strike Force experience, whether the game is in a good place or a bad place. But in this video, we are counting down the top 10 free-to-play, aka farmable characters in Marvel Strike Force. Now, we've been doing this list for a while now. Sometimes it's every month, sometimes it's every other month, depending on the change. And usually this list is determined by my previous usage over the past month and their value right now. So pretty much how painful would it be to replace these characters, and how much would I lose in terms of my gaming experience in Marvel Strike Force? And some characters that are getting a little extra value are going to be Horseman characters, primary Scourge team characters like the Web Warriors, Young Avengers, Hero Asgardians, and probably the Bionic Avengers for Death. So if you are a newer mid-game player, I wouldn't necessarily farm these characters in these order, but if you're an end-game player, these are the characters that you're going to need as far as getting through the content. So this is kind of a glimpse into the future if you're a newer or mid-game player. Let's go take a look at the characters that are not eligible for this list right now. Boom, these are the characters that are not eligible. So we have some good characters here. All of the legendary characters, except a few of the permanent legendaries, all of the Scourge characters are not eligible for this list. We got a lot of the newer characters in the game, the Tangled Web, the Gamma team, the Bionic Avengers, as well as some old characters like the Eternals, Kestrel, Deathpool that have never been made farmable, but all of these characters not farmable in my opinion. Now there's a few exceptions that people might consider farmable, like Emma because of the ease of availability, Morbius because he is now in the Blitz Orb, and Heartless Strange going into the Arena Orb today, so some would consider that farmable. For me, I do not, so they're still on this uneligible list, but these are the newer characters that just got eligible since the last time we did this countdown back in August. So first is Echo. Newly went to the, or within the last, since the last video, went to the War Store. Punk is going to the Arena Store today. He's going out of that orb. Heartless is going in, which is why he is farmable now. We also have Silver Samurai, which is now available in the Blitz Store. Morbius replaced him in the Blitz Orb, so Morbius is not eligible. Silver Samurai is. Kate went to Mystic 3-9, and Voodoo, Dr. Voodoo went to Mystic 1-6. All very good characters in their and just very good characters, but are they good enough to make this list? So let's clear this off right now, and let's start with this countdown. Coming in at number 10 this month is our boy Miles. Now Miles is has lost a lot of value. Miles used to be one of the, or he still is a Web Warrior, and the Web Warriors are still kind of the only solution we have in the bio sections of the Doom Raids right now, but because of the introduction of the Bionic Avengers, the Web Warriors lost a lot of value in Crucible, lost a lot of value in War because they just get smashed. Now, Miles is still an important character as far as unlocks because he can unlock Morgan Le Fay as part of that Web Warriors team, Rogue as part of that Young Avengers team. He's on that Bio Raid team. He's in War right now. And if you're still looking to unlock Shuri, he can get you that Shuri unlock. Let's go take a look at his kit though. What are the T4s that I recommend for him? Well, he's a good character as far as T4s because the only one that really, if you're really trying to save T4s, you can skip this. But if you really want to put some T4s on Miles, I would put this one right here, the Web Blast, the ultimate. What that's going to do is applying Disruptor to 3 additional targets instead of 1 additional target. You're also getting some extra damage, which is good, but the extra disrupteds is why I would do this. He has a good ultimate that helps the entire Web Warriors team, applying speed up whenever one of the Web Warriors dodge. But yeah, he's a good character. and he does some really tricky things with his kit. But the main reason, like I said, that he made this list is because he unlocks a lot of characters. And if you want to farm him, very easy to farm. He's available in the very easy Blitz store, also available on one of the early nodes, Heroes 3-3. And as far as Iso-8 classes for Miles, Striker, overwhelmingly the choice on MSF.gg for Iso-8 classes for Miles. Let's go back to this list and continue on with the number 9 spot. It is another Web Warrior, falling 5 spots from last month. It is Scarlet Spider. Now, Scarlet Spider, just like Miles, is also going to give you that Morgan Le Fay unlock. Unlike Miles, though, is not a Young Avenger. But I think as far as value and what this character actually does, Scarlet, while he may not unlock as many characters, he still is a very good character. A little better than Miles, in my opinion. But he's going to be a part of that Bio Raid team. Also, sort of using him in war, but just like with Miles, that Bionic Avengers kind of made that obsolete. You still can use him for that Shuri unlock, though, if you have not unlocked Shuri, because he is a Spider-Verse character. Let's go take a look at his kit, see which T4s, if any, are highly recommended for him. And the first one I do want to mention is this special right here, giving more damage to the primary, secondary targets. All that stuff is good, but prolonging the duration of 3 negative effects on each target. That is very, very good. Previous to the T4 is prolonging the duration of 2 random negative effects. Now you're getting 3 random negative effects. And also, let's not forget about his passive. This is probably the best T4 on him. He's getting more dodge chance for self. And the more important thing, max health for self and Web Warrior allies. This is going to help with their survivability. So the passive and the special are the 2 T4s that I recommend for Scarlet Spider if you're trying to conserve your T4s. Like I said, he is a part of that Shuri unlock because of that Spider-Verse tag. And the overwhelming majority of people on MSF.gg have that Raider class equipped on Scarlet Spider. Over 87% of people right now. And if you want to farm him, it's not a very easy farm, but he is in the war store right now. So if you are lucky to have him pop up there, you can start to get some shards for Scarlet Spider. And he will be valuable to you as far as those Doom raids. That's where your best use is going to be for these characters. All right, next on the list, coming in at number 8, also is falling a bunch of spots this month, is another Web Warrior. Those Bionic Avengers just kind of killed these guys. They don't have a lot of value in war anymore because Bionic Avengers can punch up hard on them. And in Crucible, they're kind of getting replaced by that Tangled Web team, and I don't really have a use for them. But these are still good characters. You still need them for the bio section of the Doom raids. You could use Ghost Spider for the Morgan Le Fay unlock. You could use her as a bio raid character there. But yeah, and their use in War and Crucible has gone down, but still a good character. And I think as far as value of these characters, and not just what they can unlock, but the value of these characters, I think the best value as far as kit and everything is going to be Ghost Spider. Let's go take a look at her kit on MSF.gg and see which T4s, if any, are going to be useful to her. Now, this is a good one. It adds some damage here, the basic. But in raids, if Miles is an ally, the primary target has slow, you're going to apply blind to that target. That is going to help with the survivability of that of the entire team there. Next T4 that I do want to discuss is the passive here. We'll go back up to that ultimate there. But what the passive does, more dodge chance, which activates a lot of the other passives of the Web Warriors, increases her damage that she does. And when an enemy attacks this character, Web Warrior ally, she's going to attack for 150% damage. With the T4, it's going to be 250% damage. And then the Web Snare, this is a very, very good one. This is a highly recommended T4. 80% of users, as you can see, have this T4. All the damage is nice, but what you're really putting this T4 on for is spreading the negative effects from the primary target to all the secondary targets. Before that, it's only 3 negative effects. With this T4, it's gonna be all of them. So yeah, you got 3 pretty important T4s for Ghost Spider. Now, if you wanna farm her, she is in the arena store. She skipped over to that arena orb entirely, which is a good thing if you wanna start to get some shards for her. And as far as most recommended T4 class, it is Raider. That ultimate is very, very killer. Over 93% of users on MSF.gg have that Raider class equipped on her. All right, moving on. Next on the list, we've gotten through the Web Warriors, or have we? Are there more? out there. We will see as we continue to count down this list. But next on the list, coming in at number 7, is a new character on the list, Kate Bishop. And yeah, she does have that tech tag, so you could use her as a backup character on those tech raid teams. If you perhaps you don't have that full Bionic Avengers team ready, Kate Bishop is one of the better tech characters that you could use there. But the real reason she is on this list is because of that rogue unlock. Yeah, she is another Scourge unlock character on that primary team, which is the Young Avengers. And I think she is one of the more valuable characters because she could remove buffs off the enemy team. She has blind. She has a crazy strong ultimate. Yeah, you're going to use her in Cosmic Crucible with the rest of the Young Avengers. They're very solid in offense or defense. In War, you're probably using them on defense, but Kate Bishop, very, very strong. And as we take a look at the kit of Kate Bishop, we see that there are some T4s that you can equip on her. I think the best is going to be this passive, though. 50% piercing to a random enemy. That is when a Young Avenger drops below 50% health. So that is going to give her more damage there. But the real reason is on spawn, you're going to offense up for 2 turns for self and Young Avenger allies. Before that T4, it's only 1 turn. So that is a very good one. This is also a good one, the ultimate. 50% piercing to all enemies, which is good, and on war defense, so I probably would not equip this if you're just using her in other game modes and not on war defense. But speed up for 2 turns to self and all Young Avenger allies. That is going to make her very, very hard to kill, or make all of them very hard to kill, but very, very good character. And she is available newly on Mystic 3-9. And the most popular Iso-8 class for her is Striker. She has a very good safety as well, clearing 2 random positive effects. Striker is a very, very good class for her. Let's move on with this list. Coming in at number 6 is Captain Sam, moving up 4 spots from last month. And there's not a lot of good skill options for the Doom raids. And Captain Sam is part of that Secret Avenger Kestrel Shang-Chi team that is not a great option, but the best option that we have right now for the skill teams. Also, very, very good in War, very good in Cosmic Crucible as part of that full skill, full Secret Avengers team. Now, they are encountering some of the meta teams, but some of the high-end non-meta teams, these Secret Avengers still can pretty smash pretty hard. You're also using them possibly in Dark Dimension, that global section, although you may want to save a lot of your resources for Horseman characters and Scourge characters. But if you have abundance of resources and you're just looking for a good character for Dark Dimension with some value after that, Captain Sam is going to give you that value. And he is a part of that Omega Red unlock, which is the best non-Horseman legendary in the game right now. Let's go take a look at his kit, and he has a lot of great T4s, guys. Be warned. Let's move all the way down to his passive here, because this is probably the best one for him. More block amount, 10%, more max health for self and Secret Avenger allies. That's going to help him in all game modes. And in raids, non-Secret Avenger allies are also going to gain some max health with this T4. So very, very good T4. This ultimate is his big speed bar reduction move, manipulating the turn meter, 80% damage to all enemies, which is good, but for each enemy remaining, fill speed bar for self, skill allies by 5%. So that's going to help them in an entire skill section of the raids there. And this is a very good one as well. This one is probably not as valuable, but I like the ability energy, getting for taunt for 2 turns instead of 1 turn. So this is probably one that you want to do anyway. 3 deflects instead of 2 deflects, and ability energy to 2 to 3 non-summon skill allies instead of the 1 to 2. So this is a very good one as well. So for Captain Sam, unfortunately, there's a lot of good T4s, but special, ultimate, and passive are going to be his best 3. Now, if you want to farm him, he's available on Doom 2.6. And the best class as far as the users on MSF.GG, 88% of users have Skirmish or equipped on Captain Sam. Back to the list, coming in at number 5 this month, moving up 3 spots from the previous list, is Squirrel Girl, the highest rated Young Avenger on this list, the best Young Avenger on this list, in my opinion. Kate is good, Echo is good, some of the other Young Avengers are good, but the best one is gonna be Squirrel Girl. She does so much. She has a very crazy special there that you could get a lot of turn meter. It clears all the debuffs off your allies. It gives some healing. Very, very strong move. And you could use her in war right now. They're a very good war defense team. You could use them in Cosmic Crucible right now, and they're very good in Cosmic Crucible on offense or defense. If you are running some non-Scourge, non-Horseman characters in Dark Dimension, she's a very good character for Dark Dimension City. And of course, she is a Young Avenger, so she's going to be part of that unlock for Rogue. And if you're looking for a backup team, maybe just a sacrifice team, or maybe a team for one shot, or maybe some of the earlier raids, Squirrel Girl can still give you some value in that bio section, the raids. Let's go take a look at her kit, because she has a lot of good moves on her kit. And as we see here, like I said, the best one is going to be this special here. Clearing all negative effects from all allies. Before the T4, it's only 2. This is a highly recommended T4, guys. And on war defense, you're going to clear the negative effects before healing. Every other game mode, you're going to just do the healing with the negative effects on there. Also, you may want to get more drain, which is why I recommend this passive as well. She's gaining 15% in drain. The Young Avenger allies are also getting 50% drain, bringing this total right here up to 25%, and then filling the speed bar by 20% more when a Young Avenger ally drops below 50% health. So very, very good character. Does a lot, especially on that Young Avengers team, but she's so good you could use her on other teams as well. And if you want to farm Squirrel Girl, she's available on Nexus 4-3. And Striker seems to be an okay backup class, but the most popular class for her is going to be Healer on MSF.GG. Let's go back to the list. Coming in at number 4 this month is one of the characters that was a staple at the number 1 spot for a long time. It is Vision, who moved up 5 spots from last month. He is part of that Bionic Avengers Tech Raid team. Very, very good. He is a part of that Death Scourge unlock, which looks to be the primary team of that Bionic Avengers. Also very, very good in war. Very good in Cosmic Crucible, especially against those Web Warriors, which is why the Bionic Avengers got a huge boost after we saw what they could do to the Web Warriors. And as we take a look at Vision's kit, one of the best things about him is you're using this team outside of the raids. You don't need a lot of his T4s. Chain to more targets on his base. If that is a good T4, but I would not spend my precious T4 materials on that. More ability energy for Viv Vision is always good, but only 20% damage to the primary target. So this seems skippable unless you're going really hard on this. In raids, you're going to get ability energy for Bionic Avenger allies that are adjacent to him. And this is good. More energy can mean more use of your skills for your allies. And on spawn, raise immunity for 2 turns yourself and Bionic Avenger allies. That is a good one. I probably would do a lot of these, but if you're T4 starved and not really using these characters in a raid, you could skip a lot of these. You could actually skip all of these. And as far as Iso-8 recommendation, the most popular class for Vision is that Skirmisher tag, which gives him a little more focus. You want him to do all of his abilities there and not get a resistance check there. And as far as where you could farm Vision, he's available on Nexus 3-9. And coming in at number 3 this month is our boy Sean, aka Shang-Chi. And he's moved up 3 spots from last month. Very good in those skill raid teams. And yeah, that team with the Secret Avengers, Shang-Chi and Kestrel, is, like I said, the best option that we have right now for the skill section of the Doom raids. It's also very, very good in Cosmic Crucible, using him on multiple variety of teams. Kind of a floating character right now. I use him on offense, and if you're using him on war, you're probably using him with those dirty evil heroes for a hire on war defense. But let's go take a look at what makes Shang-Chi tick. Well, like I said, he has a lot of great moves. You could use a lot of T4s on Shang-Chi, but if we're skipping ahead to just the best ones, I like this ultimate here, and it reduces the speed bar of all enemies by 5%, more damage to all enemies, and you're getting more damage per positive effect on the primary target. So 10% speed reduction with this ultimate here, and it's only a 3-turn cooldown. The other one I want to highlight is this passive right here. More crit chance, more block amount for self, and heroes for higher allies with deflect. So only when he has deflect is when this is gonna be affected, and only for heroes for higher allies. This is more for war defense than raids, but yeah, you're still gonna use this is still gonna benefit him. Now, if you want to farm Shang-Chi, he is available in the very easy to farm Blitz store. I would use a lot of credits on him there. Although if you're a newer player without a lot of these characters unlocked, using those blitz orbs and those raid orbs will give you a lot more shards, get a little more bang for your buck if you're doing that. As a later game player, you probably should focus farm, but as far as a newer player, just get as many shards as possible and get those blitz orbs and those raid orbs. And as far as Iso-8 class for him, the top one is Raider on MSF.gg with over 92% of users on MSF.gg with that Raider class. As we move on to the last two characters on the list, coming in at number 2 is my boy, the Hulk, rising up 5 spots from last month. And why has he risen? Well, Red Hulk is in the game, and the Gamma team is dominant right now. Now, Hulk is not the best character on that Gamma team. It is Red Hulk, but Hulk, probably the second best character on that team. He is the War Horseman character, so you're going to need to build up Hulk for Apocalypse, whether you like it or not. But fortunately, he is a pretty good character. You're going to use him on War. They could beat any team. This Gamma team could beat any team right now, even the Dormhole team. Now, you might have trouble with Gamma versus Gamma, but this Gamma team works very, very well. Also, I've seen him on offense and on defense in Cosmic Crucible. War, you could use him on offense and defense as well. And like I said, he is going to be a part of that Apocalypse unlock. Let's move ahead. And what makes Hulk tick? Well, there's 2 T4s that I do want to highlight. The first comes with this special rage. You're getting more damage because he is doing some damage on this move, 400% damage. But instead of clearing 3 negative effects from self, you're clearing all negative effects from self. In some battles that will not make a difference, but some of these longer war battles that absolutely will. So this is a T4 that I recommend. And I also want to recommend a T4 on his passive, because this is going to help fill his speed bar and get him those massive turns. When his fills speed bar by 25% when he drops below 50% health, and 5% when an enemy attacks a Gamma or a Wave 1 Avenger. So this is what's going to get him his speed. This is why I recommend his passive, and this is why I recommend his special as far as T4s. Now, where can you get him? Well, if you've been playing this game long enough, you may already have him at 7 stars, but it's just through that grind, doing your daily achievements. Doing your achievements, clicking those milestones, that is what's going to get you Hulk in that achievement section. And if you want to use the best Iso-8 class, well, I have Healer on him, but a lot of people are also using Striker. I think Healer is a little more prevalent of a choice, but Striker can be good depending on what you're trying to do with this character. If you want more damage from the Gamma team, or you want more survivability from the Gamma team. And coming in at number 1 this month, before we get to it, I do want to mention a few honorable mentions. The first is Shuri. The new data mines and leaks suggest that she's going to be part of another Wakandan team. So the team associated with raids. We already have the Wakandans as a strong Cosmic Crucible team. So Shuri may be getting some extra value. She doesn't slot in this month, but she may be on the team or on this list next month if these rumors turn out to be true. Cloak and Dagger are still important parts of that Mystic Raid team. Sharon and Maria round out those Secret Avengers for that skill raid team. Let's not forget Spider-Man, Peter Parker, and Spider-Punk, both a part of that Bio Raid team. We got 2 more Horseman characters that didn't make the list, Scarlet Witch and She-Hulk, both of which are going to need to build up if you want Apocalypse. Let's not forget Zemo. Zemo has lost a lot of value, but he is still a very, very early opening ability block that removes a lot of negative effects if he has enough focus from the enemies. So Zemo is still on this list. All those honorable mention characters as we come to number 1, and I think you can guess who that number 1 character is, and that is Iron Man. He is a permanent legendary character, so you could always get shards for him with shield characters. But he is a Bionic Avenger, so he's going to be used every single day if you're in Doom 3 raids, and you have the rest of this Bionic Avengers team. So use is definitely there. He is a Scourge unlock for 2 teams. He is a part of the Wave 1 Avengers, so you could use him to unlock Red Hulk, aka War, and he's a part of that Bionic Avengers, who appears to be the primary unlock for Death, the Scourge Death. And just like the rest of the Bionic Avengers, just like Vision, you could use him in War. You could also use him in Crucible. Those Bionic Avengers punch up very, very well on those Web Warriors. Let's go take a look at his kit, because he does have some good moves. Yeah, but I kind of like this one right here. Do more damage to all enemies, prolong the duration of all negative effects by 1 on each target. This is a very strong special. This is one of these older moves that doesn't limit the blinds, doesn't limit the stuns, doesn't limit the ability blocks. All the negative effects are going to be prolonged on the target. And this is also a very good move. More crit chance, more crit damage, and Bionic Avengers, only in the raids though, are also going to get that crit chance and crit damage. So that is his kit. I like his passive. I like his special. The rest of them, if you're really saving T4s, you could skip those. Like I said, he is a permanent legendary character. So as soon as you have your shield characters ready, you can start to get Iron Man unlocked. And the most popular Iso-8 class for Iron Man is Raider, because he has some very early opening moves that target a lot of enemies. And that is it, guys. That is the top 10. Those are the honorable mentions with the T4 and Iso-8 recommendations for each of those characters. Let me know what you thought of this list. It doesn't align with where you are in the game. Are these characters that are high priorities for you, or is it something else? Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and I'll see you guys next time. Hopefully you have a great rest of your day. If you want to check me out outside of YouTube, make sure you check me out on Twitter. That is where I reply the most to people. And Instagram, Facebook, I'm also there as well. And if you haven't already subscribed, hit that subscribe button for more great Marvel Strike Force content. And check out Amazon Coins if you want to save up to 20% off of all of your in-game purchases, whether they be a Marvel Strike Force or another game. If it's on the Amazon App Store, and Amazon App Store is available in your region, you could save some money. But that is it, guys. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Stay safe, stay hydrated, and I'll see you guys next time. Be that Hulk fist bump before you go. ValleyFlyin out. Have a great one, guys.